too. I don't think it's necessary once you're a true provider. I don't think it is necessary at all. I think that women will, especially if you're good with a gun or you can still protect in other ways, which there's plenty of ways that you can still protect without it. Do we got any other chats? Beta provider. Yeah, Juan, there's lots of beta providers, and that's why I got to basically make the difference between as beta providers and alpha providers, because there's tons of beta providers out here, and the difference between an alpha provider and a beta provider is kind of slim. It's all based off your frame, and a lot of guys just don't have the frame. You gotta have the money to have the frame. Any other chats? Let's go. Rod Eric is goddamn top G.
Yes,
he
and
is.
please get the likes up, guys.
Yeah,
From
yeah.
what I understand, we're a couple short from 5K.
Yes, please, guys. What's another one? Purple Pill Pod Takeover. We need a convo between Sergio and Myron. I would love to talk with him one day. Hit the damn like button. Yeah, we can go back to the video, though. Shout out to all y'all. If anybody wants to come in and video call, y'all are all more than welcome to. Just look for the link.
You want a woman to start viewing you as a beta male in a relationship, which means her attraction has dropped to you. Because listen, guys.
What's up, hookup culture?
When a woman views you as a beta male, essentially, she doesn't see you as having high sexual market value. To her, you don't have high sexual market value. What you want to convey to your woman is that plenty of women want me. When she see your ass go put on 30 fucking pounds in a relationship, she starts to think that, you know what? Not as many women want you as probably as previously before. Okay, and so she starts to lose attraction. Do y'all guys understand that?
Okay, so this is where it goes hand in hand with what I always talk about with Michael Sartain's thing. So I would not probably have the opinion I have about this if it wasn't for the fact that I have Michael Sartain's method of talking to girls and having a big network of women. So because I've always had a big network of women, I don't have to worry about the gym stuff, because my woman, it's just like how he's saying right now, you always want to be in the gym as that guy, because it's going to keep the woman always being worried that other women might want to take you. But for me, I haven't had to use the gym because of my network of women. Because of my network of women, I can still have that leverage. My woman still constantly has to be worried about another woman trying to take me because of my network of women. This is where, like, I'm kind of blending something with AMS and something with Michael Sartain to kind of create like a whole different purple pod thing that men might be able to do if you're a top 10% guy and you have a solid network of women. This is why I'm gonna be posting MOA mentoring in the description after the show. Y'all gotta check that shit out, and y'all gotta try to start these networks of women. You get so much leverage from it, guys. And if you're one of the guys like me and you hate the gym, it's the best thing for you, because that's the only way you're going to get leverage with your girlfriend. It's the only way that you're ever going to have her chasing your validation instead of you having to chase her, or you having that what's the word? The abundance mindset. You're never going to have an abundance mindset if you don't have a network of women while you're in your relationship. And then just a note on that, I have a network of women, but it's not like I message them all the time and I'm stuck up their ass. Like, my girl still completely respects our relationship and understands what I have, and understands that all those girls are just my friends, and they're there for business. They're business associates. That's what I consider all of them. They're all good friends and acquaintances, but it's really for if we ever have business things, that's what they're there for.
And we actually got somebody in the waiting room right now that wants to join the room. We got Laura Ruda.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead. So yeah, let's bring him in, because he's actually a purple pillar, I think. So yeah, like let's have his opinion on something. What's up, Lord Ruda?
Yeah, what's good?
What's
can you
up,
guys hear
dude?
me?
It's been a minute. I haven't seen you in a while. Can you talk really quick so we can see if we can hear you perfectly?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Chat.
Okay,
can y'all
okay, good.
Can
I
y'all
just
hear
want to
him
make
fine?
sure. Yeah, I feel like I definitely made that transition, especially recently. Here, let me mute my shit. We could go back and forth on this, but I feel like you could have your cake to a certain degree and eat it too, as far as being in a relationship with a woman, as long as you don't give into it 100%. I think the issue with a lot of men is that they find a girl and they automatically drop any type of resemblance of themselves. And I feel
No,
like if
dude,
you
like, yeah, no, that's very true, bro. Is like guys lose their identity super fucking fast. So I want to ask you about that. Since you went into a relationship, I want to know, if you're okay with talking about this, like some of the stuff that we've talked about from the past. Is that okay?
Yeah. No, I'm completely fine with that.
Uh, okay, well, so like, I know that this girl that you're with now, you were with her previously.
Mm.
So previously you might not had been red pill, but now that you're coming back to it red pill, is it still possible to start it again, but under the red pill mentality? That's something that I'm curious about personally myself. I didn't even know how that works.
Well, it all depends honestly on the girl. That's just number one as it is. And also two, how you guys ended the relationship. I mean, like, I don't want to go into too much detail, I guess, but let's just say that the power. I left having the stronger power dynamic within the relationship, and I also did a lot of fucked up things as well. I'll admit that too. So kind of coming back, it's kind of like, listen, like, I've grown, and certain things that I did before, certain things that maybe you did before, there it's not going to be the same. So we either have to start from a whole new ground where this is like kind of like the groundwork, and kind of move into like a renaissance of a relationship, or you got to just be okay with, yeah, all right, I gave it a shot, and it's not going to work, or you got to get a feel for it. You can't just jump right into it. I mean, like, she's my baby mother too, so it's a little bit different, but um we're not technically dating. Well, we're not like in a relationship yet, but we're kind of building that foundation to get into that.
Okay. Oh man, like that's I'm just so happy for you. If everybody doesn't know, Lloyd was one of the first people that I was having a lot of heavy purple pill talks with before even the show was started, and he was one of my first people that really took a lot of advice and ran with it. And I could tell by just all your pictures, man. You've been way you just seem like you're really happy right now, bro. So I'm really happy that everything's worked out for you so much. One of the big things I also want to ask you though is do you think that like you're going to be able to stay red pill? Like, do you think that you're going to be able to hold down the relationship in like a red pill manner? Like once you like you said, you are kind of just dating right now, but once you are more serious, do you think it's going to be a very red pill relationship, or um are y'all doing something more 50-50 ish? Like, are you trying to basically look at the relationship from a red pill lens, or are you trying to be more equal with her on certain things?
Well, I'm gonna definitely say, from a red pill lens, but like kind of to a, how do I describe it? Kind of coming from, I guess, that purple pill aspect. It'll never be 50-50. And even describing some of the dynamics, like, I'm kind of setting up a situation where it's going to be, I'm the main provider, and that's what it is right now. But this is the thing. You either are going to, if you're 50-50, you're going to be blue pill, like, you know what I mean. There's going to be
Yeah.
some lack of respect. There's going to be some, oh, maybe I could be with someone else that can offer more. I truly believe that it has to be some sort of a 70 30, 80-20 split. But this is what I mean about that type of split. It's not necessarily money, but it's effort. You know what I mean? As far as, maybe, yeah, you're the one that's providing mainly, but she's doing certain things to assist you. So let's just say you choose to live with your girlfriend, and me personally, I'm doing this differently. Like, I've already lived with her, we have a child. I don't recommend other people do that right away, but let's just say if you guys are going to live together, yeah, you're taking care of the rent or mortgage or whatever, but she's paying the utilities, or you're paying everything else, she's buying the groceries and cooking you food. Like,
Yeah.
there's other, it doesn't necessarily have to be monetary, it could be other factors that she's assisting. And I also will argue, doing 100% of the things, or taking care of your girl 100%, is, in my opinion, a little bit blue pill. I don't know how you feel about that, but it's
Well, it's never 100%. Like you can be. I think as a man, you could be 100% financially. But if you're 100% financially, like say I'm buying her every little thing that she's asking for, groceries, all of it, I'm paying all the bills and everything. I'm doing that, but she's doing a whole hell of a lot in return. A whole hell of a lot. Like she's cooking, she's cleaning, she's doing the laundry. Like everything has to be equal, and that's what makes it so hard to be purple pill. Is because we're all trying to figure out what is equality. You know, and that's why it's so good for the man to be red pilled or to start it off as a red pill relationship, because if you are controlling what is equal and what's not, then it's more than likely going to be equal. Like, don't get me wrong, women might be able to decide what's equal and what isn't, but I think that if you're in the leadership role and the woman respects you in your leadership role, then she's always going to take it's always the 51%. You're the 51%. You have the final say in things. So if you're like, okay, I think it's fair, like, say, like, I tell my girl, if I'm paying for all this stuff, I only think it's fair if you do this, 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 and this, and she's either gonna agree or she's gone. It's a boundary, it's a border, and you're either, you're on this side, and that's exactly what we are and what we're gonna do, or it's not gonna happen, and it just always needs to be that way. I just think it always needs to be your decision how things are done, whether that's the 75-25 thing, like you being like, I'm gonna pay the rent, she's gonna pay the utilities, or whatever it is. I just think that you need to be making the final say. Like, she can't be like, oh, I don't think that's fair, I'm gonna pay the utilities and you're gonna do all the groceries in the house. Like, I think that the man just needs to decide what's fair, because I think sometimes the woman isn't gonna decide what's truly fair. I don't know why. I just don't think they're going to choose the truly fair answer. But I think a man has a better way of equating, is this enough work compared to the money that I'm spending in this? Is she putting a lot of work in the household compared to this dollar amount that I'm spending? And that's that's the hard thing to compare. That's what every household has huge difficulty with today, is trying to figure out what is fair. And that's why I like just me paying for everything, because then I just get to equate what her work is. How good is her work? And then I get to say, if I've spent, $500 a week, or say like $2,000 a month, she would have to work a shit ton to be equal to $2,000 a month, because that's a lot of work, right? In my opinion, But a girl who only costs you $400 or $500 a month, she doesn't need to do that much work for $400 or $500 a month. Like, she would only need to really cook and do the laundry, maybe. It just depends how much the girl is costing you, and then how much she's bringing to your life. This is the big issue, man. Nobody understands what's equal and what is, and it's the big thing that's debated. Every couple has to debate it and figure out what works for them based off their income.
Yeah, and I would argue too, obviously, with purple pill, we'll call it that for now, I guess. It's rooted in red pill. You know what I mean? It's rooted in red pill. Yeah, you could have a healthy relationship with someone that loves and admires you, and you could be fully committed to her, but you're still on your mission. You're still on your grind. You're still, working out, 4 to 5 days a week. You're still trying to, escape the matrix, as Andrew Tate would say. You're still, working on bettering yourself, and there's always an out. You know what I mean? If she doesn't want to comply to your arrangement or your agreement, whether it's 50-50, whatever it may be, you have to be able to say, I'm out. You know what I mean? And that's where a lot of the I believe, if we're gonna write a purple pill Bible, that's where it's rooted in the red pill, but it's there's a little bit of softness to it. You know what I mean? And it's for the people that believe in family, that want to have a family, that may have kids, and realize that in this day and age, to raise the next generation, you need a strong family unit. You need to have a strong family dynamic. You need to have a partner